Generic greetings and welcome back to Airships Conquer the Skies. Once again, in the previous episode, we made the Charger class, which is very reminiscent of an earlier design called the Reacting Ton or the Reacting Ton or something like that. Basically, it was a very fast vessel that had some borders on it, and we made something quite similar. It doesn't have the same service ceiling, but it is faster, and it seems to be alright. We managed to take out the pirate base with it, but the problem we have now is that we are besieged on a few sides, and we're not taking any ground, or any ground that we do take, we really have to work at keeping hold of it. So I think we're gonna do something that may be pretty much the death of this one, or it might be, well, the saviour, hopefully the latter rather than the former, and that is we're going to build up forces. Regardless of what happens around the towns, we're not going to send any forces to them, and we're going to get enough forces to send to a big city and then take that. So regardless of what towns get taken, we go for a city, because quite frankly, if we just kept fighting the fight of well, like things like this one, which is just defending our little towns, we'll get nowhere. So we're just going to max speed this out because we just have to finish this fight, and immediately we've blown off the flame on the side, so immediately we've sort of won moral victory. This is one of the vessels that's got a flamer on it. It also has a suspendium chamber here, which hopefully we can take out, which is what happened last time, and then it fell to the ceiling. The problem though is ammo, and the fact that this thing runs out of ammo at the drop of a hat, which I do need to change up. I'm going to add some extra ammo onto it, and then it should be a lot better. It's actually quite a cheap thing, this tower. However, as you can see, it's only got 100 ammo. They're also getting a lot of fires on this vessel. There you go, there's the flamer on fire, which is not normally its default state, although it has just lost its gun, so now it's surrendered. That's the Royal Oak, so it's going to run away, so that's going to head off. So there we go, we can see it heading back. So we are just repairing the charges over here, and once they are done, we can see that we have now a Kingdom class, a botfly, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charges. We are also losing 38 generic units of currency a turn. However, if we view this city, we can see that they have a tank and lots of rocket defenses. What I'm going to do is assault that. So this, as I said, could potentially just end the game. We might just lose out on this one, but let's see how it goes. Actually, what I might do as well, before I do that, I'll go to defenses. I'm going to open design building, open design. We'll go for the dark cube here, and we need to alter this so it has some more ammo. So let's move it back over so it's inside a tree. We're just going to delete some of these trees by just doing that. And then we need to get some extra ammo in this because it's only got 1 ammo store. We need to at least double it. So we'll go to resources, go down to the ammo store, and if we wanted to, we could just clamp it on the back there. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. And whoa! Okay, Sim Tower just kicked off. Yeah, I placed it there, and it headed straight up into the sky, which we don't want. So I do want it there. That would be good. It would probably last a bit longer than really strictly necessary. What about if we just have some small ammo stores and have it as perhaps 1, that's weird, 2, 3. The reason we can't do that is because we can't go up the center. Okay, so I reckon what we had before was fine. One click, good grief, it just fires into the ceiling. I mean, that's not terrible. Save the design as the version. We will save that as the version 2 because it could just be catastrophically bad. It could just explode at the drop of a hat. And then we'll just double check the armor. The armor is fine. We haven't got any decoration on it actually, so we might go ahead and shove some decoration on it like so. Yeah, we'll save that design once more as the version 2. There we go. And then we'll leave that. We're not going to build, obviously. We're just going to check that out and alter it. So here we are, going over to dine with the charges. If we take this, we should be in a hopefully a better position than we were. But obviously the issue is that, well, we're going to get hit quite a bit. So we're going to move the botfly down to the bottom. The bomber will stay up there, and these guys are in about the formation I want. But I do want to split them up a little bit because my plan is this: they all have the same delay in their orders, so we can order these around about the same time. So whatever order we give, they will come off the previous one or get ready for another one at the same time because they've all got the bridge, so they're all the same class as well. And what we want to do is move them in formation over here, and then down, and then board. And we want to board priority from back over because there's obviously more guns on the back. And let's just start. So we'll start the fight, immediately pause it. We will get this thing to focus fire on that. We'll get our bomber to move over to... Well, actually, it doesn't really matter because of the amount of guns they've got, but I'm guessing just there, it'll be fine. And then these guys, with their flamers, will say move, and we're gonna try and keep the same height, or about, and we'll click there, and then go. So they should, yes, they are actually heading straight forward, exactly how we wanted them to, and once they get to their location, we'll say move, and we'll say down, and we'll say as far down as possible, like that, which they are now moving. There we go, and the flamers are kicking in as well, which is very, very good. The problem is that now some of them have lost their commands, so we're going to have to issue separate commands on these ones. So we'll command that one to do that, we'll command that one to board that, we'll command that to board that, and we can't be too far up because if you are, then what happens is they jump to their death. So that's, you know, something you want to try and avoid. So we're issuing commands to board. They might be able to get there, they might not. I don't know if they have the available movement for it, but again, we're just going to try and issue commands to get them to shift. One of our ones on the right has just crashed down and destroyed itself, which is, again, never a good thing. But quite honestly, oh, the botfly's exploded. That's not good. And we are losing the Kingdom class as well. Okay, so they've all been destroyed around the back here. Have we actually got any borders? Well, there has been some boarding issued, but it's not... Did they just jump from a great height? We'll say board that. Looks like a lot of them have been taken out. We still can issue orders for these. Move to there and flip. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say ram to there and flip. And the reason for the ram is because this thing's in the way. Now, it should be able to push forward. And it went further down than it should have done, which is not good. However, we can say board, and yeah, there are borders there, as you can see, and we are boarding, and hopefully we'll be able to take it. No, we have actually captured it. Excellent. This one at the back here is happily just flaming away. We'll send that back over because we don't need to worry too much about that one. This one we can't do anything with, but we will get the other one down closer. There we go. Oh, it looks like something's going up. These flamers do seem to do the job, don't they? There we go. I mean, just a fast flaming vessel is probably the way forward, quite frankly. That one's now out. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Ah, we can't keep moving forward because the back end just fell off. That's not good. Can this one fly? It cannot fly, which is a shame. So, what's the state of play? Do I still have a Kingdom class? I don't think I do. Well, we can safely say that we have been able to somewhat remove their defensive capability. What I will do is target that vessel, and that structure. I still might win this because I have this rocket back here. They have the one at the front, and everything else, I think, is out, although we've just lost our gun. Put that on aimed fire. Yeah, that's it, there we go. Oh! So we've actually lost that. And we've lost all of our forces, which is a shame. However, we have really hit them hard. The problem being that that was all of our forces. So as you can see, all the charges apart from one destroyed or immobile. One's disarmed. Kingdom destroyed and the botfly destroyed. For them, only 2 of their grand garrisons survived. But, I guess, you know, every cloud and all that, we do now have plus 117 generic units of currency. Someone mentioned last episode about us spending all the money on research. We're only spending 10. So I wouldn't worry too much about us spending a lot because we aren't. We're not going for a high-tech build at all. So build ship will go back over to the charger because that worked very, very well. In fact, I'm actually very, very, very tempted to make a modification on that one. Let's go over to design ship, open the charger, and what we want to do is get rid of both of those and all of this. The reason for that is we're going to make a vessel that is solely about setting stuff on fire. So, we want to keep things as they are there. We're going to get rid of that. We'll get rid of... We'll put a bigger coal store in. We'll put an ammo store in. And then 1, 2, 3. Do you want to go for 4? I think 4 flamers at the front would be sufficient. We don't have, sadly, enough supply hatches there, but we should be able to just quickly alter it like so. And service ceiling dangerously low, yes, because we've only got this small suspendium chamber. So the only other way of, well, the only way of fixing this is to either put another one of those in. That's not what I wanted to do. 86 meters. You know what? What if I put a small suspendium chamber in? 181 meters. Now you're talking. Yeah, that's not bad. In fact, what I'll do as well, because I should have done this last time, get rid of those and put wooden supply hatches in, because, well, we don't need the metal ones. And that gives us a 197 meter service ceiling, 226 kilometers per hour speed, crew 12, recommended 10, 4 flames on the front, decent ammo, and probably enough so we can just make some extra, just put some shapes on it, I guess. So let's go for a nice curve. Actually, we can't. We'll move that back over there. We'll put a nice curve on it. Although that does reduce the service ceiling by a substantial amount. Although, do I really care that much? No, levels of caring have actually been exhausted to 0. Let's just put that to there, and put that to there, and put that to there. And we could put a telescope on it, although a telescope and a flamethrower is sort of paramount to insanity. But, yeah. Sir, I can't see anything white. My eyeballs have been burnt off, sir. What I'll do, I'll get rid of that. I'll put a telescope there, and I will have a corridor there. It's the most insane thing I can imagine. Sir, I think we're hitting them as his retina's getting fried. Oh, good grief. Right, shapes and decoration, so we'll go for that there, and shame we can't curve it forward, but hey-ho. And there we are. So, in terms of armour, it's all the same armour, wooden armour, that's fine. It's not overly expensive as well, as you can see. Do we want to put flames or a meteor on the front? Ooh, flames would be, I think, apt. So we'll put it there. Do you want a coat of arms on it? Not really. Well, yes, but it's not going to fit in anywhere. So I think that will be fine. We do need a wooden nameplate. So where can we put that? We'll put it above there. And in terms of the painting, naturally, it's going to have to be filled red. And I'm going to have it like orange striped. Right, it looks like a sock that your granddad might wear. Okay, we'll go for that one. Well, we could call it all sorts, but we'll call it the Pyro. Save design as the Pyro. Save that. Won't be able to build it yet because it's a little bit too expensive for us, but we'll wait a couple of turns in order for that to sort that out. As you can see, though, View City, they are trying to rebuild everything here, but I'm guessing that they're going to assault them, yes. So this other empire is assaulting Dine, which I don't particularly mind, because they're going to take it, I think. Yeah, there we go. So they've done a brutal takeover, but now I only have to worry about this guy, hopefully. I'm just going to view my defences there. It's not great, but anyway, as I said, stick with the plan. Build ship. We want the... Where's the Pyro? We'll build a Pyro, and I reckon one Pyro will be able to deal with that, you know. But I'm going to send a couple. Let's just max speed this out. And they're attacking me with their rocket boat. There you go. We've seen this one before. We'll put these on aimed fire and max speed it out. Again, plan is just to continue our quest of trying getting hold of another city. Another city would obviously massively help us. I'm going to have to probably change these over to the extra ammo ones at some point as well, but get another city first, I think. we've seen this before, and it's not a terrible vessel at all. It's big, and it takes some hitting, and it has rockets all over it. The problem being that we run out of ammo generally before we destroy it. It's not a fan of coming forward either. I'm hoping we blow the tracks off, because it looks like we are giving it a bit of a kicking there. So I don't really know what else to do apart from just weather it out. I mean, you can see the amount of damage it's taking. And it will be losing crew. But I'm losing ammo faster than they're losing crew. Yeah, out of ammo. Again. But I think it's out of ammo as well, because it's not firing. So we can just sit here all day. Let's see who rusts first. There we go, victory. If those just had a bit more ammo, we'd probably win them fights. So, they've attacked us over here again with 2 flamers this time. So, again, we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to max speed out and let them crack on. We face a powerful opponent. Let us cover ourselves in glory, apparently. Not too sure they like that. But anyway, so they've got a squid mascot as well. Near a flamer is generally not their preferred home. The problem that we're having with a lot of these defences I've found is that we're not destroying much. We're just weathering the attacks, and then that's it. If we had more ammo, I think we might be able to do it. So would it be worth it me stalling? Just to put more ammo on? Because the amount of stuff we would have been able to destroy, if we had more ammo, would be quite a bit, and they'd be burning through a lot of resources, because at the moment, they're only repairing these, and the cost of repairing, I believe, is a lot cheaper than having to fully build one. See, we've just got rifles going at this now. So there's nothing for me to do than just wait for the rifles to keep firing, and then eventually these guys might pack it in. Well, that one's now out of ammo, so our main shots... it's out of gun. It's got no flamer on the front. So all of their shots are now being directed towards this. It's got a large flamer. I think we do have a large flamer, and I decided not to put a large flamer on the Pyro because I just thought having all your eggs in one basket like that could be problematic. Although if one of the flamers goes up, it's probably going to take the others with it. So again, we'll have to do some testing to see what the deal with that is. But anyway, they're firing away there. I'm just going to go over to the one remaining structure. It's got 67 of 100 ammo, so it's not burning through it very quick, which is good. I've got it on aimed fire, and I'm going to keep it there. I mean, you might think, oh well, we'll put it over to normal fire or rapid fire, but no, aimed fire. Keep weathering this. So that one is now out, defeated. It's got no weapon. This one, I don't know what we'll have to do. Just have to sit and watch it. Oh, they've run out of coal. Have your fights ever gone so long that the enemy just runs out of coal? It did land on a suspendium rock, and that one didn't even destroy itself. It just crunched down. I'm guessing they must have had a little bit left, and they took some of the harshness off the landing, so they probably lifted up just about here and then crunched down. Or they just got lucky. I mean, we are targeting that. We'll get there eventually. I mean, we'll all be decrepit and old by the time it gets there. Well, some of us might be close to that anyway. Looks like they've went and repaired the bridge there. Don't know if you saw that. So I went and repaired the bridge. But it is taking chunks out of it. Even standard rifles can hurt a vessel. I'm wanting a fire, actually. Come on. Yeah, you see they're going to repair that. We're down to 40 ammo. Today's beverage is a cup of tea, but it's getting colder as we go through. I can't go any. I can't put this any faster. It won't. There's not a hyperspeed setting or a ludicrous speed. There's a fire being put out straight away. Still got 31 ammo left. I mean, it should have It should have stopped. Here's the thing. Will these be destroyed because they're out of coal? Because they technically are now mobile. They can't move. That might be a thing. I really don't know. You can hear shots just pinging off this thing. That didn't sound too good, whatever that was. Some damage and then clipping with the suspendium rock here. New design of the suspendium rock as well. Looks nice. You can see like the little stalactites with the bits of rock inside it. Which are used for, well, this very purpose. You can put vessels above it just in case they run out of coal or their suspendium chamber gets taken out. Or you can, I've used them for jump off points before, put troops like so they jump one to the other. They have done that before. And it's good to put if you've got a big line of like defenses around, because it means that you can't, it's difficult to maneuver. They don't stop shots. The game doesn't have that it doesn't have it so that it hits the first thing it whacks into. Oh, there we go. We've won because they're both disarmed. However, they're going to. Oh yeah, they are destroyed. I didn't see them fly back at all. Interesting. So again, max speed this out. We're just going to wait, and oh, they're attacking another one of mine as well. Okay, so build ship. We're going to build a Pyro. There we go. And then max it out, fight the fight of just sort of going to fight. Both are on aim fire. There we go. We've never fought here before because those were not on aim fire. Or if we have, I didn't put it on aim fire. Obviously, we do have the other vessel now. Now the other defensive structure. So we can happily start doing a bit of damage here by taking out different bits and bobs. Oh, they have 2 suspendium chambers. Interesting. Yeah, so it's 2 suspendium chambers followed by the engine at the back there. You can see the amount of damage that this causes. Whoa, that was a lightning strike as well. See the amount of damage that these cannons are causing over the rifles. The problem being that we're not doing enough damage, or we're doing spread damage. We're not hitting anything really critical. I just wanted to take out like either one of the suspendium chambers or the. There's the gun taken out. There we go. And then that is going to be able to run off. That's now we're going to be able to run off. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to defenses. I'm going to refit it. Open design. Dark cube version 2. And we will say refit. And we will wait for that to refit like that. And then defenses. Refit. Open design, and we'll refit the Dark Cube V2. Only doing it one at a time, because otherwise... Oh, they're attacking... Oh, they're attacking just as I refit. Well, that's dandy. But now we do have... Well, we don't have 2 of them now, but we do have a lot more ammo. I mean, we're still probably going to burn through it quite a bit. But anyway, let's just see how this one goes. Again, maxing it out, because we don't need to worry about other things. And ooh, good grief. Obviously, we've got this cannon on the top there. That doesn't have the gun depression to get down to shoot, which is a bit of a shame. But our standard cannons are hitting. I'm just worried about these rockets, because if that hits somewhere untoward, it's gonna just destroy it. That didn't sound good. Oh no, you can see there's bits of damage on it, but for the most part, it's all right. They're sending a lot of the rockets underground to like have as a mole machine type thing. But look at the damage we're causing on that now, and we've only just used what in the past would have been our entire ammo supply for the previous design. So there, we've just passed 100 ammo used. That would have been us now completely out of ammo. We've got another twice that left, so we've got to 185 left, and it's just taking chunks out of it. And I think it's ran out of ammo, and it's losing crew. It's losing all sorts. There you can see the shots hitting there. Probably still won't be able to destroy it unless I take some tracks out or something, but at least we know that this is working out better for us. Bit of fire there. Oh. Starting to hurt now. Right, so we've just passed our halfway point with the ammo. Obviously previously it would be just useless. Fire going all over the place, and the losing crew. We don't seem to be taking their guns out though. I mean, you can see the damage modelling on it. It's nice to see all of the bits of armour being stripped away, and you can see then inside of the vessel. Yeah, I like that. So just past the 100, we're probably still going to run out of ammo, you know, without destroying it. Unless we hit the tracks, because, I mean, oh, there's some secondaries. So we've got the gun, the rocket on the sort of middle section on the left-hand side, on the back section. There's the gun on the far back, and yes! We took out their tracks. Vic and Terry. So we've refitted that. We now have 2 Pyros. Invade. I don't even know what they've got. Quite frankly, I don't much care. Oh, they have this thing. So it's going to be Pyro versus Pyro. Who is going to win? Well, the problem if I do this, then we might end up hitting each other. So I'm going to do that. And that. And I'm going to immediately order this one to go back over. So we'll say fight. That one will say move to there and back over. Ah, out of range, is it? So, am I missing something? Am I missing something? Why is no flames being made? Flee. I don't know what's going on here. Have I made a massive blunder on this one? Almost certainly. Oh, you idiot. Okay. That's why. Right. So you put ammo stars on the front. And I totally didn't realise. Because I'm a moron. Save the design as the Pyro. I mean, you know, would have been fantastic as a ram ship. Okay, we'll refit that. We will got the other Pyro. We'll refit it. I don't know how I managed to miss that. I mean, that's high level of incompetence. Just, you know, where's that going to? Oh, over to that place, is it? Fair enough. We're gonna refit that as well. We're gonna refit them all with the new dark cube. Put the R over here, and yes, that's problematic. Well, we're just going to leave it. So we now have these 2 Pyros, which hopefully have weapons. So we've got Stormness to deal with, as always. So we'll fight it. Max speed. They're on aim fire. One of the things with the towns, I do like the idea of them, but when you've got this sort of fight going, and it's a bit of a stalemate, the game lasts a hell of a lot longer because you're just having to fight small little skirmishes, which is fine. It means you don't it's not an all or nothing thing. And I like the way we're constantly hitting their flamer at the front there. That's good. But yeah, it's starting to grind now. We need to really make some headway. There we go. So that's a win. We're going to have another fight straight away here, which is the same sort of thing. So again, fight, aim and fire. And they keep sending these flames, and I don't know why that they're not actually coming down to stop me. We're just going to have to hope we get lucky and hit something and then makes it fall out the sky, because otherwise all that's going to happen is we're just going to burn through ammo in, you know, double quick time, and then we just have to wait for it to run out of coal, which will, you know, that'll happen. We just need to see how long it takes. There we go, burning on the front. They can put it out though. And that heavy flamer did hit hard, although to be fair I had 4 ammo stores as well right at the front. I might even make that the thumbnail. Good job you didn't come here for the competence. Right, so there we go. There's a victory, and finally, we've got some fights here. So they've got a flamer. I've got 2 flamers. What we're going to do is move one down right in front of it, one above here. We'll start the fight immediately. We'll say move to there and spin round, and we are just trying to take that out. And we've lost everything from the front there. Right, that's taken out. That works. That's gone. Now we need to move over here and take the rest of it out. Is that going to happen? I don't think so. Yeah, they've repaired too much. I mean, the speed's good. Good grief, it absolutely cripples things as well, doesn't it? If we can keep weathering the attacks, we're still going to do a lot of damage, even just with this one. But it's that there, it's them rockets that are coming in. We're going to have to do some micromanagement on the orders here. Because if I'm able to issue commands after they've fired, it means that their original targeting is, uh-oh, that's on fire and I can't put that out. No, I just ran out of orders. So close. We'll just flee, because we'll be able to get back. Move there. That was good. We did manage to get a fair bit down there. We could, with 100 credits, just start destroying these, but what's the point? It's just bits of wreckage. Right, so they're coming to attack here again. Not too worried. So, not too bad. On the left-hand side that we just haven't looked at all, you can see that this empire is just taking loads of it, and that's a problem because being able to take all that, I really don't know. What we're going to do is we are going to probably go around. I'll do it now. In fact, no, I'll do it next episode. I'll go around, I'll refit at least one of the defenses on these new, on these things, on the cubes, and we'll build. Well, we'll repair that. We'll build another Pyro because, quite frankly, they are working. Oh no, I need a bit more money, and then we'll be able to hopefully take that over finally. So, next episode, hopefully a bit less incompetence, but I very much doubt it. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.